What's going on, everybody? Tanner with another video. Hope you're all having a great day, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Q4 and what products to sell in order to make a lot of money in Q4. So if you don't know what Q4 is already, there's 12 months in a year, so 4 times 3 equals 12, so every 3 months is a different quarter, and now it is time for those last 3 months, October, November, and December. And there's something special about these 3 months. They're not just normal months that are just, average money or not that good of money or decent money, whatever. This is the time to make the most money possible with e-commerce, and we're going to be getting into that in this video. But I actually just got back from traveling for about 2 weeks. I was in Miami, Florida, then I was in Phoenix, Arizona, then I was in Newport Beach, California. We met up with all of the e-commerce guys that you guys see on YouTube, Sebastian, Thaddeus, all those people, and now I am back here. I just got a new camera and I'm in my house. Usually I film my videos in my warehouse, but there's something going on over there. I'll explain that in a later on video, what's going on there. I have to figure it all out because something happened while I was traveling where I'm not really able to go back there at that specific moment. But if you're new here, guys, make sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn those notifications on. I post every single day. Now that I'm back home, I have more time and abilities to actually show you guys everything that I'm doing and help you guys make more money, especially during these months. So now let's talk about what Q4 is, what months and what holidays are actually going to be making the most money. So October, what we have is Halloween. October 31st is the day of Halloween. If you're not in America, you probably don't know what it is if you don't really pay attention to those kind of things. But basically, kids dress up in different outfits and costumes and go knock on doors and get candy and all that stuff. But Halloween is a decent holiday. I wouldn't say it's the best one. In October, of course, is the best holiday in order to do a selling point. And I actually never used to market towards holidays for e-commerce and dropshipping. I'll explain that in a minute after we go through these holidays. So for October, we have Halloween. In November, we go through the biggest days. So Christmas is in December 25th, which is a very big thing because the average family in America spends like $1,000, just on Christmas presents for their family, for themselves, whoever. But if we talk about just November, we have Thanksgiving, which is not the biggest holiday. People don't really buy a bunch of presents for that. But we have Black Friday, and then we have Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday is the biggest day for online e-commerce sales, and then Black Friday is before that, which is also usually the second biggest, where people just wait in line for hours in order to get into a store and actually, get something they've been wanting, or just buy stuff cheap and try to resell it to try and make an extra profit. Honestly, I would never do that. It takes so much time, so much effort. A bunch of big crowds of people that are very, I don't know the right word to use. Basically, people that just want to rush and get something that they probably don't even need, but it's on sale. And most of the time, these companies, they just mark stuff up and then raise it as a lower price to market it. Sort of like, let's say I have a product for $30. I'm going to raise the price to $50 and then do a discount $20 off, so it's still $30. I've seen some companies do that, and people still fall for it because it's Black Friday. They expect everything to be on sale. So now let's talk about why I usually do not dropship towards holidays and discounts and all that stuff. I'll go through all these products and things you should sell, but I used to never do this because I was scared. And the reasoning for that is because I was scared that someone's going to buy something for a specific holiday and then they will never get it on time because the shipping times with AliExpress suppliers, you never know if it's going to be on time, if it's not. So I was always scared to see sort of, if someone doesn't get it on time, they're going to do a refund, a chargeback, whatever it is. So I used to be scared of doing that, but now I figured out sort of how to avoid those obstacles and market on time and really just make people aware of the specific shipping times. So last year was my first time going through Q4 as a dropshipper, e-commerce guy, whatever you want to call me, and I actually had my first 6-figure store. So if you don't know the whole story of how I started dropshipping and all that, you can watch that in previous videos. But basically on October 31st, my first store blew up and hit 6 figures within a week and a half. It was a product that I'm sure if you watch some of my other videos, you know what product it is. But this product was something that was trendy. It was something that you could buy for family, something you could buy for friends, but it really had no purpose. It was really just an item that's sort of like, I don't know the exact word to use, but it didn't have a necessary use, and I was marketing it towards relationships and towards holidays and things like that. So I started the store probably, mid-October, and I was marketing it towards, buy this for your spouse or for your mom, or buy it for a Christmas present, whatever. And it was a pretty low ticket item, During these holidays, people like to buy things that honestly don't really cost that much, just little knickknacks, watches or little toys, things that cost under $20. And this product I was selling for under $20. I was selling it for $15, $14.99 to be exact. But I sold this product and I started blowing it up on Instagram influencers. I really didn't know much about Facebook ads at the time. And then I ended up scaling it super heavy and made a lot of money with it. That was my first ever 6-figure store, like I said. And that was during Q4 because I marketed towards these emotional points. People want to make their spouses happy or make the people they love happy by buying them little gifts that don't cost that much but may mean a lot in the future. So they're buying this specific item, which I'll tell you right now is just a gold rose, gold foil, purple box. I look clean. I actually have one. Where is it? It's in my Jeep. But I'll put a picture up right here. And anyways, this product here, people will buy it. We've made a little marketing text post. It was like, buy this for your girlfriend for the holidays. She needs this. She'll enjoy it so much. Not those exact words, but words that trigger people's emotion in order to get them to buy from me and spend money for the holidays. So now, what should you be selling? It's Q4. It's time to make the most money you've ever made, whether you've started dropshipping already or you haven't. If you haven't, I highly suggest you get into it. Click the link in the description. There's an affiliate link to sign up for Shopify if you want to get started. If we're both going to be making money, I'm giving you guys this free value. Might as well use my affiliate link. So anyways, if you don't know what to sell, think. Do some research. Basic research, okay? Look up on Facebook. You know how I showed you guys how to do a product research on Facebook? Use the same thing for holidays. Look up Christmas gifts, holiday gifts, Black Friday sale, Cyber Monday sale, and all that stuff. Use those research keys, not just on Facebook, but on Instagram, on Google, on anything, YouTube, whatever, just to see sort of what gifts are trending. And with my experience in Q4, the lower ticket items are the ones that sell the most, but usually sell a lot of them in order to get, a large quantity of profit. Of course, revenue doesn't mean much. I could have $100,000 revenue, but spend, $100,000 on ads, and then it doesn't mean anything. So it's really all about the profit. And usually I like to keep my products above $20 or more profit margin. But with the holidays coming around, it's sort of hard to keep that specific profit margin. So sometimes I have to lower it to a $5 to $10 profit. But of course, it's all about the perceived value and, pricing your products and figuring out what the market is and if people will buy it or not, and just honestly testing. So if I had to recommend any products to you, I would say do basic research. I'm not going to list here a bunch of products because you guys are smarter than that. You guys know not just to copy someone exactly word for word, step by step, and expect to make hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions, whatever it is. Honestly, I'm telling you guys the basic framework here, and all you have to do is utilize these things, and you will possibly make a lot of money if you know how to adapt these situations right. So I would say, go on AliExpress, look at their different categories that they're selling, different little trendy items, and someone, let's say, their average income is like $50,000 or $100,000 or whatever it is, they have a little bit of money to spend here for Christmas, and honestly, the people, they're gonna buy some big presents, some little presents, but let's try and aim for the little presents here. If you want to really scale it up and sell a lot of units, then you're gonna want to sell something of, $20 to $50 or less, somewhere around there. So what I would recommend is you actually go out there, look up different items like the Gold Rose. That was my first six-figure store where I was selling something that had, no use, but it meant a lot because it had character. It had something that people saw and liked, which then made them buy it for someone they love. So find something, anything. It could be watches, it could be a gold rose, it could be anything like that. So I would go out there, little knickknacks. Usually people say not to sell these certain things like clothes and watches and all this stuff, and honestly, I wouldn't recommend it. I would go and try and find something a little bit more trendy, something that has a little bit more meaning to it, which triggers emotion for someone to buy it. And then now let's talk about how you sell these items. Go out there, do your research, find some products, start testing them, but how are you actually going to sell them now? There's a few different methods we can go about here. We can go about, usually with my product testing, I'll tell you guys just go straight for purchase, and I would still do that for product testing. But as far as actually getting more sales and getting more, overall brand awareness, I would say view content, page post engagement. That's sort of what we need here in order to boost our sales as much as possible during Q4. So really, when it comes to Q4, everybody's trying to compete and make the most money possible and really, compete with all the pricing and everything like that. But you want to stand out. You want to make the most money possible and really get your brand out there. So even after Q4, you're making the most amount of sales possible. And then if you really make money during Q4, you can utilize all that data for the future months coming up until the next Q4. You get all this data for abandoned carts and all the data for purchases to retarget people and all this stuff. But what we're going to do for Q4 is make people aware of our situation. So what is our situation? Our situation is going to be that we are having discounts. We are offering special deals for those who buy for the holidays, whether it's Halloween, whether it's Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, whatever it is. We have our entire store 30% off or whatever for the holidays. Or you do little week deals where every other week up until Christmas, we have a 30% off deal, the entire store, and you make people aware. Through this page post engagement ad, I would say really just make something that looks clean with some of the products you're selling for the holidays, and then have entire store 30% off every other week or every other day or something like that, just to make people aware of what's going on, and then have it directly linked to your store. And this is not to a specific product, this is just directly to your store. So you're getting some data, and you're running cheap page post engagement, $20 a day, $10 a day, whatever it is, and the way you're going to make money off of this is by retargeting. Maybe someone goes there, they see the product they like, and they're clicking on it, but they never actually buy it because they're just waiting for a sale or whatever it is. But what you're going to do is you're going to retarget them with a specific ad, through Facebook ads I'm talking about, not Instagram. You're going to retarget that specific audience of people that went to this link but didn't buy something, and the way you're going to retarget them is by offering them a special discount. Use special discount, whatever the upcoming holiday is, or just a discount code called holidays, and people are going to see that. They're going to be like, oh, they are having a holiday discount, I'm going to go use that right now. Or even if the store is already 20% off or whatever it is, you can offer an extra 10% off, and then what that is going to do is get people to actually buy from you. So then after you go through all of this, you're going to be testing actual products. So when you're going about actually testing different products and making money during the holidays, you're going to want to do as much as possible in order to get your brand out there and make the most money possible. So how are you going to do that? Target people's emotions. These specific products, it may be video ads you have or picture ads, whatever you're going to use, but I would recommend using some kind of text and something in your ad copy that triggers people's emotions, saying something like, this product is perfect for your girlfriend during the holidays, this is perfect for your husband during the holidays, anything like that, or the perfect gift for your husband during Christmas, or something like that that triggers people's emotion in a specific ad copy that gets them to actually buy from you. And while you're doing this, you're getting data, whether they buy or not. You're going to be able to retarget them with holiday discounts. The best performing ads I've ever seen are birthday ads, where you're targeting, you collect data, you get someone's specific birthday, and then you're retargeting them with a specific ad that says, all right, it's a birthday sale for you, 30% off, or whatever it is, and you're getting the most conversions out of that. So it's sort of the same way during Q4 when you're actually getting people to convert based on the holidays. So those are my tips and the advice I have for you guys selling during Q4 on which products to sell, how to sell them, and all that kind of stuff. So if you have any questions below, guys, comment it, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.